Welcome to Vision 48 News. I'm Josefa Ventura.
I'm Kimberly. And I'm Savannah Smith.
The anticipated Big Daddy Weave concert happens this weekend on October 4th. It happens right here at NGU in Turner Chapel. The doors will open at 5 and the concert starts at 6. If you haven't purchased your ticket, you can still do so by going online to BigDaddyWeave.com or get it at the door. Tickets are $20. North Greenville University students make difference in Tigerville and around the world. I went and talked to some groups who are getting ready to go out and impact others. After Global Missions Week, many students were interested in going into short-term mission trips. One way to do so through NGU is with light teams. Here's some more information about it.
So the light teams are available for all students. It's a volunteer basis, and it is for all academic majors. We focus on 3 specific people groups, and those are Latin American. So for that people group, we'll be sending a team to Nicaragua and Honduras. And South Asian peoples will send a team to India. And there's also a group of South Asians in San Francisco. And also North African Middle East. And so we'll take a group to Toronto and Jordan.
So last May, I went with North Greenville's India Light team for roughly about 2 weeks. So basically we did a lot of encouragement of local believers. We worked with women and children's ministry and
expect just really for your world to be completely changed because you see and experience something that I couldn't even describe to you even if I tried.
So yeah, it was really life-changing for me. It really opened my eyes to a lot of things that I knew existed, but I guess it didn't really click with me until I was actually there.
And I just want to encourage students that is something that they can do and start now, not wait until you graduate.
Well, I think it's imperative for all believers to try to fulfill, the Great Commission, Matthew 28. We're called to go, not to stay.
I love to see students on mission and experiencing the world and what God has called all of us as believers to do.
For more information about light teams, you can come see Nikki Clifton in the Kraft Hempfield building. Reporting for Vision 48, I'm Josefa Ventura.
Thanks, Josefa. Elections are coming up and everyone has an opinion. Vision 48's Wesley Kennedy went out to see what North Greenville students have to say about it.
Today we're out asking students who they'll vote for in the 2016 presidential election. If you could vote for anybody for president, real or fictional, who would it be?
Jesus.
Why?
Because we wouldn't have as much confusion, the war, drugs, the racism type things. There wouldn't have been any problems.
Not Donald Trump.
Okay.
It would probably be James Hetfield from Metallica.
Dumbledore, I think, would make a great president for the United States of America. Also, Waka Flocka is a great contestant. I think it should be Waka Flocka versus Kanye versus Taylor Swift versus Dumbledore.
Dr. Yandel. Well, there's no really reason to elaborate with Dr. Yandel. It's just an obvious choice.
I want to see Ben Carson as president because he's awesome, he loves the Lord, and I met him in Greenville. He's pretty great.
I'm inclined to vote for Dr. Rowe just because it makes me smile to think about Dr. Rowe being president.
I would want Jesus Christ to be president because he died on the cross for our sins, and then I'll walk off.
Will Smith, for sure.
Why Will Smith?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and he's pretty much the greatest actor of all time. He's really convincing. A lot of family morals going on in the Fresh Prince. He's a pretty great guy.
Rand Paul? I don't know.
I have no idea. I literally have no answer right now.
I don't know yet.
For Vision 48 News, I'm your man on the street, Wesley Kennedy. Back to y'all in the studio.
Thanks, Wesley. The annual Ant Het Festival happens Saturday, October 3rd. This will mark 32 years since the festival started. The event takes place in downtown Fountain Inn, where there will be unique vendor booths, arts and crafts, food, live music, children's rides, and a blood drive. You can find more information about the festival by going to fountainin.org.
We've got more news, weather, sports coming up next. We'll be right back after this.
If you are running late and have yet to eat lunch, then don't worry because the CAP offers students late lunch. Starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon all week, just go to the grill and place your order. Then you can freely choose from the salad bar, cereal stations, or the dessert counter. Just because you're running late does not mean you have to go hungry. Late lunch. It's better late than never.
NASA researchers have found water on Mars. While this evidence doesn't prove life exists on Mars, it gives scientists hope. The researchers' findings will be presented later this week at the European Planetary Science Congress in France. We all love North Greenville, but sometimes we have some stigmas. Our social media team put together a list of cliché Christian stereotypes that you might find at North Greenville.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up, bro? Yeah, what's up? Hi, guys. What are you guys doing?
Should I get a Baby Ruth or a Snickers?
I'll pray for you about it.
Hey, did you see that girl?
Yeah, but I think she was wearing a ring.
Like a wedding ring or a purity ring?
Okay, John's here, Jacob's here, Jingleheimer, Smith. Where's Jingleheimer?
Well, I just passed him.
Just now?
Just now.
Fall is officially in the air. Here's Emma back with the weather for this first full week of fall.
Thanks, guys. And now for this week's weather. At the beginning of the week, we have a little bit of rain with some rain showers on Tuesday and Thursday and some thunderstorms on Wednesday. We have highs in the mid-70s and lows in the low 60s and upper 50s. On Friday and Saturday, we get a little bit of break from the rain with some partly cloudy skies and highs in the low 70s and lows in the mid-50s. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Women's golf finished 5th place at the 2015 Etowah Intercollegiate at Etowah Valley Country Club. The Etowah Intercollegiate is the first tournament in over a year where all players for North Greenville University finished inside the top 30. The Lady Crusaders will take the course again next week at the King Fall Invitational at the Country Club of Bristol. North Greenville Volleyball returned home after 4 games last week, all resulting in wins over Benedict College, St. Andrews University, University of Mount Olive, and Barton College. North Greenville improves to 10-5 on the season and 4-1 in Conference Carolina play. The Lady Crusaders will return to the court on October 2nd, hosting Converse College at 7 p.m. After suffering a tough loss the previous week to in-state rival Newberry College, the North Greenville Crusader football team aimed to redeem themselves against UNC Pembroke. Justin Mathis has the story.
On Saturday night, it was a game filled with big plays and big hits. Midway through the first quarter, Nelson Hughes drops back and finds Robbie Brown across the middle for a 17-yard touchdown. Hughes completed 15 of his 19 passes for 291 yards, and not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 touchdowns. Hughes also showed off his wheels with this 25-yard touchdown scamper. The Crusader Crazies were loving every bit of the game action.
We knew what we wanted to do, passing-wise and running-wise, and we just needed to come out here and execute.
Ashton Hurd led the Crusaders' rushing attack with 16 carries for 131 yards and this score in the second quarter. Big plays from the Crusader defense held the Braves to just 224 yards of total offense. When the dust settled, North Greenville emerged victorious, 40-17.
Well, you know, I mean, we just were able to pop some runs in there. We were able to hit some throws in there, and it just kind of played off of itself. And so when that happens, it kind of opens up the playbook a little bit.
So after picking up a big home win tonight at Yount Stadium, North Greenville will now hit the road up the interstate to face Mars Hill University. Kickoff for that game is set for 1:30 p.m. on October 3rd. For Vision 48 Sports, I'm Justin Mathis.
Men's soccer had a tough loss against Erskine College last Tuesday. The Crusaders dropped their 5th straight game by a final score of 3-2. They will return to the field taking on Limestone College on Friday, but will walk off the field with a 3-0 defeat. NGU falls to 1-6 overall and 0-4 in league play. The Crusaders will host Laurel University on September 30th at 7 p.m. Women's soccer broke a 3-game streak last Tuesday. Junior Lindsay Tootin scored both goals for the Crusaders. They went on to play Limestone College on Friday night, but fell to 2-0 defeat. North Greenville will travel to Bob Jones University on September 29th for a 7 p.m. kickoff.
Thank you for joining us all here on Vision 48 News. Tune in again next week, live at 5. And if you can't wait that long, follow us on Facebook and Twitter for your latest news. I'm Kimberly.
I'm Josefa Ventura.
And I'm Savannah Smith. Have a great week, North Greenville.